In the Duchy of Claudius, what began as a simple request quietly marked the turning point of several hearts. When the Duke, Dietrich Claudius, asked his sister Evangeline to take charge of the upcoming vassals' meeting, it was more than a matter of logistics. As the head of the ducal house, he had always handled such affairs with meticulous care. His offer to increase the budget for her first attempt was an expression of both kindness and lingering protectiveness. Yet before Evangeline could accept that generosity, Lariette Ancy, an outsider by status but already dear to the siblings, stepped forward with measured advice. She suggested proceeding with the existing budget. It would teach discipline, prevent complacency, and safeguard the duchy's financial stability. Though she spoke humbly, her reasoning was sound and free of flattery. Evangeline was deeply moved by her friend's faith in her abilities. Dietrich, rather than taking offense, accepted the counsel. Lariette, however, was left in quiet turmoil. She replayed the moment over and over, horrified that she might have appeared to contradict the empire's most powerful duke. Though his blue eyes had shone warmly and his expression had not changed, she feared she had overstepped. Her apology came swiftly and repeatedly, yet Dietrich reassured her without hesitation. To him, her words had been neither presumptuous nor offensive. They had been wise. Evangeline, emboldened by Lariette's support, jokingly proposed hiring her as a formal teacher. Lariette declined, insisting she wished only to help as a friend. Their bond, unburdened by hierarchy, allowed them to work freely together. With renewed resolve, Evangeline committed herself to proving worthy of the trust placed in her. Over the following week, she immersed herself in preparation. She refined the meeting hall without extravagance, replacing heavy curtains with lighter fabric to invite sunlight, airing the room thoroughly, adjusting the lighting, and selecting new chairs with straighter backs to ease the discomfort of elderly vassals. She enlarged the font on official documents so aging eyes would not strain. Refreshments were carefully chosen, bite-sized and practical, fruit favored over overly sweet confections. Cushions were arranged, servants instructed, every detail double-checked. Suddenly, news arrived. Rare rose seedlings she had long sought had finally arrived at the greenhouse. Fearing they might be claimed by others if left unattended, Evangeline chose to secure them personally. When Dietrich entered the hall early, he sensed immediately that something had changed. The air was fresh, the light warm and welcoming. The space no longer felt heavy and austere, but bright and dignified. Sir Warren, the duchy's notoriously exacting budget overseer, confirmed that the renovations had been precise and free of waste. Even he had found no fault in the proposal Evangeline had submitted. As the elderly vassals arrived, their reactions surpassed expectation. They noticed the improved seating, the clearer documents, the considerate refreshments. Their praise was unreserved. For the first time, they spoke of Evangeline not as the immature duchess they had long indulged, but as a woman who had grown. Dietrich felt both pride and regret. In his desire to shield his precious sister from hardship, he had underestimated her. Worse, he had unintentionally encouraged others to do the same. Watching the vassals' genuine admiration, he realized he should have asked her what she wanted rather than deciding for her. Throughout the meeting, the thoughtful touches continued seamlessly, thanks in no small part to Lariette's quiet management. By the time the sun dipped low and the vassals departed, they offered heartfelt gratitude for the duchess's maturity and care. Satisfied, Dietrich sought out Evangeline to praise her. Instead, he learned she had left during the meeting and that Lady Ancy had overseen matters in her stead. The knowledge unsettled him. Had his sister truly taken responsibility, or had she once again fled at the crucial moment? He discovered Lariette in the library, bathed in molten sunset light streaming through wide-open windows. The room was silent, the golden hues of evening spilling across shelves and scattered documents. Lariette had fallen asleep in a chair, an open book resting upon her lap, papers spread across the desk, evidence of diligent work carried on until exhaustion claimed her. For a long moment, Dietrich could not look away. The wind swept through the window, lifting the documents into a restless flutter. As they scattered, Lariette's body tilted precariously, her balance slipping. Instinct overcame hesitation. Dietrich crossed the space in a breath and caught her before she could fall. The contact was brief yet startlingly intimate, the warmth of her weight in his arms, the softness of her hair brushing against him, the steady rise and fall of her sleeping breath. And beneath his composed exterior, his heart betrayed him. It beat wildly. The ever-controlled Duke of Claudius found himself flustered by the simple act of holding a sleeping woman.